Welcome back, friends! Don't forget, this is the August Birthday Bash giveaway month, so don't forget to leave a comment to give you a chance to win a game. Welcome back, friends! LostScarf here, and it's time for more Phoenix Wright Case 5 for the Voice LP. If you're coming in here late and you're just a fan of Phoenix Wright, great. If you don't know Phoenix Wright, maybe go to the first episode, because, oh man, it's a ride. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. By the way, sub. Okay. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? What? Well, see, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this, and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits. But I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Is she psychic? Because my guy doesn't say things out loud at times. Phoenix is thinking things. I don't understand how she hears them. Huh? Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Yay! Closer. February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office. Underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. And my sister would never do such a thing, I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all? Can you stop reading my mind? By the way, is this just Ghost Trick? Like, Ghost Trick just acknowledged that sometimes they would respond to thoughts, so Ghost Trick's like, you know what? Yeah, let's just say everyone can see Sissel's thoughts because we keep screwing this up. Because that's what it feels like right now. She's responding to his thoughts. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was bloodstains or not. The water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is... luminol testing fluid? Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done these tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. But me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor, I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Rose tinted. Okay. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the screen to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Click on her. Down there. Yup. Guess that. Oh, click on it. There we go. We are CSIing up in this. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain? CSI was around this time, by the way. It's so ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. You never had nosebleeds before. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Specifically Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this scientifically? The amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be more bloodstains than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? See how I'm marking up the floor plans when we found a bloodstain? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Oh yeah, that's very useful information to have. I saved up my allowance to buy this. Liminal testing fluid information received from Emma. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And we'll drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah? It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? This luminol stuff is going to come in handy. Oh, it's her. That was the cowboy. Huh. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr? You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Talk. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know? I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that, I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand? That's unforgivable? Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even the place I witnessed the events from was different. I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood. And that testimony still stands. Unless he got stabbed with that knife, and he told her to stab him with that, but there was only one stab wound, so how would that work? She'd have to put the knife in the exact same spot perfectly. Unless he was dying from something else, and she had to stab him to kill him to cause all this stuff? It's a really weird conspiracy, I don't know. There's a conspiracy of some kind, I just don't know what the hell it is. I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches? I did too! And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Wait, she doesn't mean... Whip out the knife! Whip it out right now! Here we go! Boop! What do you think about this? SL9 incident. On that knife. And on that note... Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Apparently not. Or the note. Okay, so no, these two are just linked. Okay, alright. Okay, so how do we get her to tell us more? I don't like that I'm just tossing every evidence at people these times now, like... But, I don't know, the game's just gotten harder. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. You went straight to the scene of the crime? And climbed the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder? That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr? You lying was the problem? Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. In that case? Just like that time. That time? Twice we've gotten stuff alluding to SL9. Can we get... There it is, finally! That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. There they are, 3 of them. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not even a little. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Evidence of a sort, made-up evidence. Well, what? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Officer Jake Marshall. He's on security detail in the police department, isn't he? Marshall! As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait? Those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Because when the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection? So, rookie. Well, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury! A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. You know damn well who it is. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now? Now he's so cold? Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Moving on. We gotta go find Marshall. Go see the sister. Beep, beep, beep. February 23rd. A detention center visitor's room. Looks like Miss Sky's in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. The chief said they'd caught the criminal at the police department. Let's come back later? Yeah, who's the criminal? Go there. February 23rd, police department. Criminal affairs. Well, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective in this department after all? Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. I want to check out the crime scene here. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. What do I see here? So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. Design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the dancing Blue Badger TM is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff, very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares. Yeah, I was hoping that would lead to, what's his name, but nope. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used a dry ice. You put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a Writer's Award for this. He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel. These are detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a little tighter than I expect. These detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be the head detective. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Hell, no one outside the police department. No, I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. Can we go to Evan's room from here? We cannot. Entrance. Okay, Gumshoe's gonna be at the entrance. Nope. February 23rd, police department entrance. It's been busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense a detective did get killed in their own department. Now the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. He's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene? Let's go take a look. Take a look at this thing first. See if we can get Gumshoe active or not. The Blue Badger's still writhing around today. Oh god, we're gonna look at it? Oh god. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. I can take out his batteries? Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Let's not do that. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. You idiot! What were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, it's right here, sir. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. That's not Gumshoe. Okay, moving. Moving on. Can we get the evidence from here? Security guard office. Oh! Look whose place it is. He's really made it roomy, homey for him. February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. Can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. He doesn't like cactuses, which is interesting. Got a cowboy hat. Yipes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Miss Sky? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with thorns pointing in every direction? Just like her? You know, I've been looking at this cactus a while now, and I don't see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity? Okay, fine. Can we go to the door? Let's see here. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open? You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. How are we gonna get a hold of him? Look at the drink. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Oh yeah, why don't we use it? Oh no, okay, that's that one, okay. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? Pinchy? Oh, I know. A poochie. It's a poncho. Wait, maybe not. That wasn't it? It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. How do we move on? The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarg. A yarg myself. See if we can move to the evidence room or not. Nope. Look on the floor, a lasso? Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here? But the lasso missed? You sure have an active imagination. Nope, Guess we're missing something. Let's go back out. Huh? Oh, something's at the change. Okay. February 23rd, police department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Gumshoe, please. Please, pal. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. But I really need a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. Criminal, you mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, pal. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, Another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's top-topsy, pal. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Well, wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Pushing should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Listen, is it Meekins? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Back to the evidence room, and we'll give him the damn steak this time. He's not here. Alright, well fine then. Let's just go to, detention then. Guns caps all around. How do we get to the detention center? That's how. It's a really weird map of things. February 23rd, detention center visitor's room. Bill, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ween. Well, what was that? So that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I think it's Meekins. What was the voice I did for Meekins earlier? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Meekins called it. Oh, hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth here? Anyone on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins? So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver your report? No, sir, how should I say this, sir? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you did you? Perpetrator, Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Did the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard office in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. But Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person, yo! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center, sir. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the other at the prosecutor's office? First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You have to label me as persecutor or victim, sir. Then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and, well, at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger, sir. You don't know him? Sir, I work in the tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bandage hand. And your hand. That happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? No, sir, no, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, and the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared, sir. What? When I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? Sir? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story? Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, don't have a look at the knife? He's overacting with the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. What of the other knife? Okay, so either knife, okay, does the same reaction, okay. Okay, we should actually read that next time. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is, sir. Maybe we should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Passing the bucks, Mr. Wright? It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. I don't know how I feel about that statement. Okay, let's see here. What can we use? Coffee? Here we go. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment, sir. But, sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all, sir. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing can be more exact, sir. Nothing, sir. I better pry into this a little deeper. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, sir. A lost little lamb, if you will, sir. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, sir. And that's why you thought he would look suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card, sir. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you, sir. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me, sir. What? What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are now, sir. So I whooped and leapt at him, sir. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Well, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here, sir. Right. Well, when did he have time to give the report then, if he did that fight? So Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir, That's what I wanted to say, sir. That is, I did say something along those lines, sir. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, sir. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said, sir. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear, sir. Huh? Videotape? Oh, the security camera, sir. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape, sir. Huh. And you wait until now to tell us this? Tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it, sir. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Hey, we can get in now? February 23rd, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the head of Detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Huh. Are you sure this is all, baby? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal, baby? Yes, sir. We'll scour this place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How have you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Holy balls. Okay, let's talk to him. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know they're doing a little inquiry committee with him, baby. Sounds like an inquisition? Well, yep, well, we've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now you've got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say, baby. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. Well, what? Evidence incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. A murder at the prosecutor's office. Couldn't the tapes be doctored to make it show the same time? Couldn't they? They just showed it later? or whatever? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible? Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying, baby. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, and that's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut. Huh? He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Examine, head detective. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see, over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. But nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a long-lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that, just in case. Yeah, that's gonna be significant. It should probably get a quick look around. I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. I'll find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. So he won't do any of these? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think he does any. Okay, let's just go. Actually, show him our badge. Like, that's a nice badge. No, not even the badge gets a reaction, huh? Okay. Take a look at this first. Let's see what it is. Check. 221. That's significant. 221. 221. That's on the note. This Goodman 5. Whatever. Didn't even finish the ID. Everything. That's significant because it links to this one over here. 221 right there. Okay. Detention center? Let's go see Meekins again, I guess, maybe? Try the underground parking lot really quick. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's try. The T again! Ugh! Oh, Edward's place. Is he here? No, I forgot to go here. February 23rd, hi. Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Well, this place is certainly tidy today. And it will be tidy tomorrow, too. Incidentally, he's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see... We should go to the police department in the evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. I kid. I'm kidding. You did find the blood things. Or Mr. Edgeworth? You're becoming quite a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. There was that business with him not reading the officer's report? Ah, about the killing at the police department office, right? The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. I feel like we've been everywhere. What can I do with this? And nothing I present to him works. Okay, let's just go down the line. I cannot find the answer at all. I don't... Well, didn't mean to click on that. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at the zoo? Those are stripes, though. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan! I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets? I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure out that without the extra help. Heaven help me, I have no clue what to do here. I don't know how to progress. Let's see if I forgot to ask every question here. Let's talk again. Ah! Fucking idiot! Did I just waste 10-15 minutes when it was just... Oh god! Well, she's gonna have to cut all of that out just to save time. You have to just cut all that out. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Alright, permission granted. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I'd never thought the day would come when Frido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. That long delay. Now, Rido. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Rido, please, do I look like I'm a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them 50, no problem, baby. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out, baby. Just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey? It's a detective's card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. Just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Okay, well, let's go to entrance and then go through this. Fudge me. What? Oh, okay, right, I gotta do this. Examine the door, and then we're gonna run into what's his name, aren't we? The evidence room is beyond that door. We have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's skin so gray? I'm so over this freaking guy. Officer Marshall, somehow I knew. What's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, this here is my saloon. How does he have any facial hair left from all the knifing? We're here to investigate the crime scene? Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's await. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tank with you, hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, hombres. Would you like a Salisbury? That smell. Aha, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. But what's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambino, you win. Ask, munch, anything, munch, smack. Finally, it seems like he's wanting to talk. We can't have to give him crap to be able to get him to talk. Guard office. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Okay. Miss Starr told us something? She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago? It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SO9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it, anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambino. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. Edgeworth was talking about the transfers, too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen? Like I said, Bambino, me and machines, well, I like them as much as I like stewed cauliflower on my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every hour. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And the Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. So we needed to talk to him eventually, too. Wait, what? He tells us about that, but whatever. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through. Okay, there's the one we care about. 5:14 p.m. The only way this could work. That's Meekins' ID right after. So the Meekins was also there at 4:50, by the way. Some other people were there earlier. 4:20 lighted. So, thinking, what if Marshall, because the ID wasn't there from the start, was it? I don't remember if the ID was there. I think we found it after, right? So what if Marshall or someone else uses the ID, goes in the evidence room, and then Meekins goes in there too, or they grab Meekins' badge as well? Maybe. Ah, shoot. But the stabbing was at 90 minutes after 4, within 90 minutes of 4 o'clock. I don't know. I'm not sure. But maybe Marshall came back and just dropped it at the crime scene. The other one. Hey? You seen that somewhere before? Sorry, Pampina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see. I see now. Transferal is like the funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. See this? This is the victim's ID card? Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on the ID card record. That's where it gets weird! Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the office room and asked the man to display his ID card, sir. So he asked the Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me, sir. Here's the thing, yeah. If he had the ID card to get in, then what's going on? If he had had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. That's the thing. That's what makes me wonder if maybe Meekins got stabbed earlier and all this stuff happened. Not Matt Meekins. If Gumshoe got stabbed earlier, then he ends up in the car, ends up over here, and then that stabbing happens. But then whoever has the keycard, maybe Marshall, uses the keycard over here, uses Meekins' card as well, because Meekins did black out as well, to set up 515. To just confuse everyone by having 2 crime scenes, just to make it really ridiculous. Also, they can make Edgeworth look like crap and implicate Lana Skye. Really weird, though. That's a weird conspiracy. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. To the evidence room we go. Did I say Gumshoe or Goodman? Whoops. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard? Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. A nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Gumshoe? Eek? Whoa! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please do I look like a selfish man, baby? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them 50, no problem, baby. But go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out, baby. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? I knew it! Oh, so that's what you were talking about? Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today, pal. Guess for today? Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day too, pal. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. 3rd page! Wow! Evidence room floor plans. Alright, let's show them this. This should be important. Did you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. There was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! Well, what is it? Now, what is it? The 2nd number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! Why do you know that if you're not his boyfriend? You are his boyfriend! You two are doing things! Seriously! Seriously! What? 2nd number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Pal? What? ID record updated? Ooh. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? There's no way they got Edgeworth's thing. Now, the only reason why we could see Edgeworth being there is the 30 minutes. 4:40. Edgeworth immediately leaves, drives back. He would arrive around, 5:10, whatever, 5:10, 5:13, that's when he gets there. He leaves, the car comes out, and then Bruce Goodman comes out and gets stabbed. That's a problem. It's a major problem. Judge for a day. Now, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, pal. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Why are your underlings? They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial. In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Edgeworth. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Miss Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of Mr. Edgeworth. That was the beginning of the end of it for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every lock is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since I'm entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yes, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker room Each locker is coated with a fingerprint. Beep. That's the only locker we can open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, the zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Alright, now we know. Alright, let's examine. A bloody handprint. But what's this? Blood! It's a little worn, but there definitely is a handprint there. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright? What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Yeah, let's use her fluids, yes. Like this one's open, and there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. That locker's coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Let's use her fluids. Go! Spray! That would be an obvious one, the crime scene. There must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, Detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked, pal. Sorry, buddy. Gotta spray so many times. Oh, I had to click on it, I forgot. I knew it. This is someone's handprint. What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly, pal. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective? Yeah, that's weird. That's very weird for him to say. At least we can't find Spooge, right? That's important. Over here. What? Ooh, who's this? Is this Edgeworth? I swear to God it was Edgeworth. I keep forgetting I have to click on it. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This must be something insignificant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff we got there, pal! What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid? Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too! I just bought 50 bucks from the chief! Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it from mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Get every inch covered in your fluids. Yep, every inch covered. There we go. Yep, okay, that's everything. 3 things. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing, pal. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprints don't match. You can open it. They'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead at the prosecutor's office. Examine this locker. Whose locker is it? What the hell? did we notice that before? Probably because he's in the way, huh? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence of some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective immediately responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to tuck behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. That hurts. Burned. Examine this. Okay, that one already. Okay. We did that before. Look at this. We already did that. Looking down. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Get out closer. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broken. Want to try to put it back together? Are we Professor Layton now? Ah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Oh god, do we want to cover Professor Layton too? Because I know isn't there a Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover? How does that work? Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. We're doing a game! Oh, I see, okay. This looks like it might be the top. That's gotta be the top. I didn't mean to hit that, I meant to go left, right. That's all the piece? Oh, okay, okay, so the first piece was the first piece, okay. Maybe? Oh, this is gonna be a very long day. Okay. Oh god, no, this is gonna take a while. Oh, there we go. What the fuck? Alright, well that worked. Okay, okay. Okay, that somehow worked out. Don't think it's these. It's gotta be one of these. There we go. Really? That wasn't it? Damn, I thought that was it. There. Yep. Okay, there we go. There. Yep. There? Yep. Okay. Trophy of some kind? Yep, there we go. What the hell is this thing? There we go. The hell is this? What the hell is this thing? Huh. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. That only took me 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I can't understand how it got broken. Unstable jar? What the fudge is that? What is that? Presented the gumshoe at least, I guess. Hey Gummy, what the hell was this? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. Okay, there we go. Is there any other evidence here? If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? And 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. What is the sun painting doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a warrior against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? What the balls, man? I think we looked at everything. Let's see what this is. This place is stuffed with evidence? Stuffed with dreams? I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open? I guess I should have known. Hey, pal, security is high-tech around here. I think we got everything. Let's go ahead and back off. Back off! Go a bit. Present a jar. You might know what the jar is because it's the case. Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither wild nor west here. But that and this are 2 different things entirely. I guess so. Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Now, what about this? Nope. Okay, there's nothing else to show this guy. Let's get going. What about Star? It'd be nuts if one of those numbers is stars. What if you got all the 7s, right? Nope! Alright, well, let's go. Edgeworth has got to be here now, so we can grill Edgeworth next. I'm assuming we can grill Edgy now. Nope! See if there's anything in here we can look at, like his desk. Anything new here? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let's try Meekins. Try Meekins. Huh? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? And will I take that name plaque as a souvenir? Don't! He'll sue you. Read this again. What? A work desk? It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. Its palm so high I can see my own reflection. But yeah, why you look at Gumshoe? Is Gumshoe polishing the desk for Edgeworth? What the balls? Those 2 are together. They're together. Not everyone's banging, but they're banging. Okay, so let's see. Attention center. Meekins? You might know about this pot. Meekins. How's your Meekins? Can you take a look at this? No! Oh, balls, you suck, Meekins! You suck at being useless. Let's go to Talks again to make sure I didn't miss it somehow with everyone again. I will straight up not be happy if I mess that up again. Right. The knife. Detective Goodwin's note. And that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know. 2 years ago, pal. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there were some loose ends left on that case. Anything? There we go, SO9 incident. Okay. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. Oh! A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, man. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And it started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife? The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Okay, now let's see if that changed anything. That's about as red as a sports car can get? Yep, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk. And the lock on the trunk was broken too. But the question is, why did Miss Sky choose his car? What model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that? Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things? Maybe it is about time I got my driver's license. Alright. Edgeworth isn't in, so where else can we go? This is gonna be the longest episode because of just all this investigation crap and trying to figure out where to go. It needs to be a little more intuitive than this, like seriously. The first ones were good, now this is... We only got lost like once or twice in the fourth case, and this one we're getting lost constantly. That's not the best. That's not the best at all. Okay, let's just go down the line with everybody, because I have no idea. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony. But there was a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I told night and day, pal. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. He's hella pissed. That's the photo that Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. I remember it was winter. I was 16. He was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened, pal. 16? That's how old I am now? I wonder what happened? I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Wait, we can check the bottle? Why can't we check the bottle? What's that say? Emma Sky. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of world do you think we live in? Can we spray this room for blood? Ah! Why is there blood here? Wow, we got a reaction? There's clearly blood around the thorns here. This room seems pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and... Meekin's got his hand on this. And planted their head right in these thorns. I was thinking hand, not head. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Are we gonna bring that up or no? We're not gonna bring that up, are we? No, we're not. Oh my god, that's just a thing that we noticed? That's just a thing that we noticed. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Did we spray this area? Let's spray this area. There you go, blood on the phone. She tried to use the phone after she got blood on her hand, of course. The blood must be from when Lana... No. No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. Hmm? and her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Well, we know her hand was cut. It's worth a shot, let's go. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Yes way! Okay, what? What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. Oh, okay. A nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath? Mr. Edgeworth slapped someone in their for their incompetence? Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Ouch! Just slapped Gumshoe? I can't believe... Man, they're into some things, him and Gumshoe. Jeez. Well, that was interesting, but it did not activate anything, did it? Out of curiosity, what happens here? The Mia blood's gotta be gone by now, right? Right? The Mia blood? Yeah, there should be no blood at my place. Yes, okay. Yeah, what if we found blood on the badger, right? That'd be nuts. None. Apparently we're not done with Gumshoe, because apparently Gumshoe is the key to activating Edgy. Okay, so what the balls? As far as I can tell, we got everything. So what the hell do we need to do to get him to activate? Maybe we're supposed to just examine. Oh wait, get him to open his goddamn locker! Gumshoe, open it! Well, what's this? No, that doesn't do it. Dang it! Okay, how do we get Gumshoe to open his locker? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Oh, it's his. Ah, that's my personal pole, pal. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to solving that case out on Gourd Lake, remember, pal? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a radio locator. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart, pal. How about this? Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Okay, let's examine Michael Jackson's glove. Oh, we didn't get that glove. Alright. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to get going? To be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give them my report for the day. It looks like a food menu. It might help, you know. That report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Oh, God, that glove is what we need to do. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yes, we should. SL9. 11. Oh, okay. No, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are we playing a word game now? What, are we playing a word game now? There we go. A long rubber glove. Alright, let's get out of here. We can finally go see Edgy! About damn time! February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. What the fuck?! I guess my apologies. Sir? Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere before, sir? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long, sir. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand? How can we not notice him? Oh, it's you. He has the hotel bring him out tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes, he brought me some information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Or ask me on a date. Pretty sure it's both of those, I guess. I think the report is on the other side, Edgeworth. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Let's talk, Edgy. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Last trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Time to put things in his face. Like, why did you slap? Okay, let's see here. Take a look at my badge. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright? Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Oh, we know what that is. Hey, Edgy, what the fuck? Oh, right, I'd better check this out now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's right. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. Ah, there's the fix! Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Because everything's related, for God's sakes. Stubborn as always. I told you that this has nothing to do with the current case. Take a look at it. Tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, it might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Nothing, okay. Oh, wait. Show him the knife. Oh. Huh. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. A bad memory is talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me a bit the truth. There we go, we got the talk, okay. I can use a forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then? He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I will follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? You still working on that scientific investigation? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this? Luminol testing fluid? Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? Oh, we need that! It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. But for me? Are you sure? We're the enemy, you know? I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these the gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set and fingerprint file received. What? Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Are you kidding my balls right now? This is a long-ass freaking thing. We're over 2 hours on this one. Oh my god! Of course, after all the cuts Jinx does, it won't be 2 hours, but Jesus! She's gone. Did not expect that. Thought she'd still be here for some random reason. So we can only use it at one spot, okay. He's gone too? Alright, evidence room. I think everyone's gone so they don't get in the way. February 23rd, evidence room. Sector 3. Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, and there's blood on the detective's evidence rocker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. Can't really tell the difference at a glance. What do you mean you can't tell the difference at a glance? For procrastinating, choose a finger. It's obvious! Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Just touch the screen. See? Splatch. Oh, it looks like that did the trick. Aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? You just blow with your breath. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on your birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. I might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basis of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Spread the powder. Yeah, how am I going to use the mic? Hotkeys. Okay, let's see it. Blow! Haha! Aha, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this fingerprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here! Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Something on the locker door again closely? Yeah, there. Seems there are some other prints outside the blood print. Bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Right there. And blow! There we go. I gotta blow more? Blow! I gotta spray more. Blow! There we go. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyhow, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint. And not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god, so many minigames! Are we sure we're not playing Professor Layton? How does Professor Layton work besides puzzles? Like, did you do a bunch of things like this, right? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So those fingerprints would most likely find on this evidence locker. Go straight to Gumshoe. Compare. Dunzo! It's Gumshoe's locker after all. Of course his fingerprint's on his locker. Match found. So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what luck? I guess it's probably because I was thinking so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yup, over there. Here. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right? There's a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her sparkling eyes again. for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's a spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? There with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. That means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Where would the thumb be? Right around here, right? Low. I give it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Same one? Well, blow me down! Oh, there we go! Okay, we got more. Just give it a little blow. There we go. Alright. Oh, no, it's a different angle. Forget it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, it's a different angle is the thing. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. Nope. Marshall? Oh, it's him. Okay. Yep. That's a perfect match. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they're... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added... Okay, so what's going on here? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, baby. I know you'd like him. Everybody likes a cowboy. For reasons I do not understand. But, no. This are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Huh? The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh? Oh? So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. I don't care what you believe in, girl. What the evidence says. Unless he's helping out somehow. And unless he also Edgeworth the evidence on accident, just like, God dang it. Jinx is gonna kill me. Alright, well, that was long, and apparently, according to Black, that happens to everybody. That case just takes for freaking ever. Jesus Christ. Well, that is the game for now. Oh my god, that was, Jesus Christ. That's the game. Some of that was player error, but some of it's just like, Jesus. I had fun playing, hope you had fun watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we're at the court. We're at the court. Who knows what's going to happen now? We'll see. See ya.